Yeah, so my name is Robin. I'm the marketing lead for APAC for BytePlus. So we're basically the B2B division of ByteDance. We provide enterprise solutions for retail using ByteDance's technology. Well, I think the big thing in APAC is just that the speed of growth has been so rapid that it's becoming increasingly difficult for traditional retailers to stay up with the pace of movement. So I think the need to innovate and the need to basically be forward thinking with your technology has increased pretty substantially. I think we're kind of seeing a lot of retailers who don't adopt modern technologies like personalization or like live streaming, typically like getting left behind by more agile enterprises who are able to be a bit more agile basically. I mean, Southeast Asia is a key focus for us because it's almost like the home of e-commerce. It's such a big part for it. I mean, you see businesses like Lazada and Shopee, which have been so successful here. They've really been leading the way for businesses all around the world. And I think just the openness of the market means that there typically is more innovation, and it means there's something which all businesses can learn from in this region, basically. Well, for us, we're a pretty new business here, so we're quite excited to be at one of our very first retail events. So for us, it's a case of just starting to know the industry and starting to introduce ourselves. So we're quite excited to be meeting some of the brands who are here to speak, and also to check out some of the booths. So it's just a case of like first steps for us, basically. So the big priorities I think we see are, one is that the rising cost of customer acquisition is it's so much higher than it was a year ago. I think we see sometimes 50% higher in terms of acquisition costs where we were in 2021. So retailers have to do a lot to kind of make up that gap, which can come from a number of things. We can't just keep pouring more and more money into acquiring customers. A lot of it comes down to how well we can actually provide for the customers we have, and making sure we provide an experience which makes them want to stay. I mean, on top of that, I think social commerce is becoming a huge thing. People don't just want to buy from their retailer, they also want to meet there with people that they can engage with, the influencers they like, and find recommendations which resonate with them. And particularly for the younger audience, like Gen Zs now, influencers are main form of entertainment, and they want that as part of their retail experience too. Well, for us, I mean, we're a big believer in personalization, and as retail evolves, we believe that the main degree of success is to the extent to which you can personalize the experience for your customers. I think we have a stat something like now that 9 out of 10 experiences on retail are personalized experiences. So it's not something which can be left behind. It has to be there as a central part of the retail experience. And now the question is like how well you can personalize for your customers. I think every single second or every single journey needs to be something which resonates exactly with what your customer wants, and we feel that's pretty much central to retail in the future. Well, augmented reality, I think until very recently was certainly seen as a kind of a passing fad. I mean, we saw with Pokemon Go being as successful as it was a couple of years ago that actually it does have the ability to shape human behavior, and now that the technology has come along a long way, we're seeing it to become quite closely integrated into the retail experience. So our customers are already using it to provide interactive experiences from the comfort of their own home. So you can try out your glasses, you can try on makeup, you can try on different types of accessories, all just by using your camera phone or by using your tablet. And I think as time moves on, I think people are starting to become quite reliant on that, especially for products like cosmetics, where being able to understand if the product is appropriate to you is such an important part of the buying decision. So I think as time goes on, this will only become more and more important. Well, I think the past couple of years, it's been such a huge thing in China in particular. I mean, I think I heard a stat, something along the lines of the GMV resulting from live streams in China has increased by about 200 or 300% year on year. I think there's been a little bit of some people are a little bit skeptical whether that can be replicated outside, but as time goes by, I think we're starting to see a lot more brands adopt it, and I think particularly again for the Gen Zs, live streams and interacting with their influencers is a big part of how they adopt media. So it's only inevitability that sooner or later will be a bigger part of commerce, and also it's so much more native. People don't like being advertised to as much as the way they used to be, and having their favorite personalities show them the products they like is, for me, it feels like it's going to be a big thing in the next few years, and I can see the same sort of success as we've seen in China in this part of the world.